Good morning, custodians, and welcome to this video of civics from chapter Working of the Institutions. In this video, we will see how the institutions they work in a democracy and how the rules they have to be followed and what are the procedures. The people they have to work with and within the institutions. So let's start. In a democracy, the rulers they have to follow some rules and procedures and they have to work with and within the institutions. During this process of working, the three institutions that play a key role in major decisions, that is the legislature, the executive and the judiciary. In this chapter, Working of Institutions, we will understand how all these institutions they work together and they carry on the work of the government. To make the concept more clear, we will see how the major policy decision is taken through a government order. A government order is a written direction or an issue which is signed by a government authority or office. Let us say, for example, on 13th of August 1990, the Government of India issued an order. It was called an Office Memorandum, in which the specific number of the order is mentioned, and it was signed by the Joint Secretary, who is an officer in the Department of Personnel and Training in the Ministry of Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions. According to this order, a major policy decision was announced, and according to the order, 27% of the vacancies in civil posts and services of government they were reserved for SEBC, that is socially and educationally backward classes. Earlier, this benefit of job reservation was available to scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. Now the third category, that is SEBC or socially and educationally backward classes, was also eligible for quota of 27%. Now when the order was issued, the order became controversial. Over the order, the issue of the order led to the countrywide protest. Some of the protests were violent, and as a result, the issue became the most debated issue in the media with different views and opinions. The people they reacted strongly because this decision is going to affect thousands of job opportunities. Some persons and associations they filed a number of cases against the order. They appealed to declare the order invalid and stop its implementation. This came to be known as Indra Sahni and others versus Union of India case. Over the order by a majority, the Supreme Court in 1992 declared the order valid, and it also asked the government to identify its original order. The order was modified and declared that well-to-do of backwards classes should be executed from the benefit of reservation, and on 8th of September 1993 another memorandum was issued by the Department of Personnel Training, and then the dispute ended and the same policy was followed. So from this discussion of this order, what we can see that whenever the government issues an order, it is also seen that the government order is announced or the government decision is announced by an order. when the government issues it. After the order is issued, if the order is controversial, then the controversy over the order it starts, and the people they appeal to stop the implementation of order to the judiciary. And with the interference of judiciary, if the judiciary finds that the appeal of the people is right, then the judiciary stops implementation of the order, or in other case, if the judiciary finds that the order is for the well-to-do of specific sections of society, then the judiciary asks the government to implement the order with certain modifications. The main events before the passing of the government order for OBC reservation were as follows. The Government of India appointed a second backward classes commission headed by B.P. Mandal. Hence, this order came to be known as the Mandal Commission, and the commission gave its report in 1980 and recommended so many reforms, one of the which was that 27% of the government jobs should be reserved for socially and educationally economically backward people, that is SEBC. Many parliamentarians and parties they also kept this demand for several years. Then came the Lok Sabha election of 1989. In the election manifesto, the Janata Dal promised that if it comes to power or it is voted to power, it will implement the Mandal Commission report. The Janata Dal won the elections and it did form the government after the election, and the leader of Janata Dal, Mr. Vishwanath Pratap Singh, became the Prime Minister, and he implemented the report of Mandal Commission, and the reservation, that is 27% of the seats to be reserved in the civil posts for the scheduled caste or SEBC classes. The major decision involves some major functionaries in our country, which are the President, the Prime Minister, and the Parliament. The President, being the head of the state, is the highest formal authority in the country, and being the head of the government, the Prime Minister, he actually exercises all government decisions. He takes most of the decisions in the cabinet meetings. The parliament consists of the president and the two houses, that is the Lok Sabha, the lower house, and the Rajya Sabha, that is the upper house. The Lok Sabha or the lower house is composed of the elected representatives of the people, and the Rajya Sabha or the upper house represents the interests of the states and union territories. The Prime Minister must have the support of a majority of Lok Sabha members for implementing the order. Regarding India, all the major decisions are taken by the Council of Ministers in the cabinet meeting, which is always headed by the Prime Minister, and after that the decisions they are discussed in the parliament, both in Lok Sabha and Rajya Sabha, and after the approval of the parliament, that is by majority of the members of Lok Sabha as well as the Rajya Sabha, the bill is sent to the President for final approval. Once the decision is approved by the President, it is ready to be implemented and issued by the concerned government authorities, and it is known as the government order. But sometimes some people or associations they are not satisfied by the government orders and they find it a disputed one. So there is a dispute regarding the government order, then the related persons or associations they can file the cases in the Supreme Court or in the High Court, as we have seen in the case of the government order which allowed 27% reservation for SEBC classes in the civil services. That's all we have in this video. In the coming videos, we will see the functions of parliament and why the political institutions are required. That's all we have. Thank you and have a nice day.